Welcome to my little orchid garden. Today I will guide you how to propagate orchids at home using a simple but effective cutting method, combined with a special natural fertilizer to help the branches quickly root, sprout new leaves and produce beautiful flowers soon. We will share how to care for and propagate orchids in the garden, especially those that have produced beautiful flowers which need to be kept and propagated to maintain and develop precious varieties. The orchid has faded flowers, the leaves are cut off, leaving only two bare leaves. After the flowers are finished, the next step is to cut the flower branches and proceed with propagation. First, we use sharp sterilized scissors to cut off the flower branches. For orchids with many eyes on the flower branches, we need to carefully observe the dormant eyes, which eyes are still fresh and strong. Keep them for propagation. Which eyes are dry, shriveled, or no longer able to develop, remove them. In this case, we check and see that there are still some beautiful, healthy, dormant eyes at the bottom. Remove the protective outer layer to expose the dormant eyes for easy care. This is the source to continue propagation, helping the orchid to produce new young shoots. We will proceed to cut the part with the eyes to make cuttings. Thus, through the process of observing and selecting the right dormant buds, we have obtained quality cuttings to continue to propagate orchids from the mother plant safely and effectively. In the next step, we will use a sharp knife to cut the orchid cuttings. When cutting, we need to operate decisively and precisely, creating a neat beveled cut to ensure a flat, smooth surface, helping the cuttings not to be crushed and limit the risk of infection. Next, at the bottom of the cutting, we also make a neat diagonal cut. Thus, we have a cutting section with dormant buds that meet the standards for propagation. After cutting, the important step is to disinfect and protect the cut. We use melted glue and lightly dab it on the end of the cut. This layer of glue will help seal the cut surface, prevent water and bacteria from entering, and keep the cuttings clean and safe during the growing process. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you along on this journey. And don't forget to add some hot glue on the cut on the mother plant. Thus, the orchid cuttings have been carefully treated, both ensuring hygiene and creating optimal conditions for growing into healthy young plants in the next stage. In the next step, we will spread a layer of pine bark on the surface of the pot. This layer of pine bark helps the growing medium to be airy, drain well, limit root waterlogging, and keep the orchid root system healthy. When the growing environment is balanced between humidity and ventilation, the orchid will develop strong roots, grow sustainably, and easily branch. After covering with pine bark, we will put the plant back in the pot and continue the next care steps to achieve optimal efficiency. The main ingredient is a garlic bulb. This is a familiar spice but has a great effect in growing orchids. Garlic contains many active ingredients with natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, and also helps stimulate orchids to germinate and develop healthy roots. From this garlic bulb, we will take about 3 cloves of garlic to proceed with the next step. Then, peel off the outer silk layer, because this layer is hard and does not contain nutrients. In addition to the English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation to your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. Once peeled, the garlic clove inside will be exposed, which contains many essential oils and biological active ingredients that are beneficial for orchids. Next, we will cut the garlic into thin slices to increase the contact area. What country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment to let me know. It's great that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. Next, scrape the garlic resin to release it. This is a precious source of nutrients that helps fight bacteria, fungi, and stimulates strong orchid root growth. Thus, the garlic is ready for us to apply in orchid care. In the next step, we will apply garlic essential oil directly to the dormant buds on the orchid cuttings. This helps the active ingredients in garlic penetrate the stem, acting as a natural stimulant, helping the dormant buds to quickly awaken. Then, we will apply the sliced garlic to the exact location of the dormant buds on the orchid stem, and can also add a little garlic at the bottom of the cuttings. This will provide antibacterial and antifungal nutrients while stimulating the formation of new roots and shoots. In the next part, with the remaining garlic cloves, we will continue to thinly slice them into small pieces to increase the contact area and help the garlic essential oil secrete more. What country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment to let me know. It's great that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. In the next part, we will take the prepared garlic and put it in a clean glass jar. When the soaking time is enough, we will take the garlic out and apply the garlic essential oil directly around the dormant buds and the orchid stem. Thanks to that, the nutrients will penetrate deep into the dormant buds, helping to stimulate new buds to sprout while limiting fungal diseases. After completing this step, we will place the orchid cuttings in a suitable position to continue the care and incubation process. Next, we will use turmeric powder, a natural ingredient rich in nutrients, vitamins, potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen, especially with the ability to stimulate orchids to revive quickly. We will take a spoonful of turmeric powder, then mix it well with the prepared garlic. Next, we will add this mixture to about 500 milliliters of boiling water. Using boiling water not only helps to dissolve nutrients but also has an antiseptic effect, ensuring the solution is safe when applied to orchids. Next, we will cover the jar tightly to keep all the nutrients, then use a clean towel to cover the outside and incubate for about an hour. After 1 hour of incubation, the nutrient solution has completely cooled. Stir well to mix these two nutrients together before filtering. At this point, we filter out the residue, retaining the pure water. Do you grow any orchids? Comment below so I can build an in-depth care guide video, specifically tailored to the characteristics and needs of that orchid. Thus, we have obtained a solution extracted from garlic and turmeric, rich in nutrients and natural essential oils, which can be used directly to stimulate root growth and strong regeneration. In the next step, we will use the prepared garlic nutrient solution. First, pour a small cup of the solution out. Then use a soft cotton pad to absorb and gently wipe the surface of the orchid stem and leaves. This method helps remove dirt and mold on the plant, while also creating conditions for nutrients to penetrate directly into the leaf tissue and dormant buds. After wiping clean, we proceed to soak the orchid cuttings. Place the dormant buds of the cuttings in the garlic turmeric solution for about 20 minutes. During this time, the nutrients will slowly penetrate deep into the dormant buds, helping to stimulate the roots to sprout quickly and the orchid cuttings to recover strongly. In the next part, we will use the remaining nutrient solution to directly care for the orchid being grown. Method 1. Use a soft cotton pad, soak it in the solution, then gently wipe it all over the plant. Wipe the top of the leaves thoroughly to remove dirt, and pay special attention to the underside of the leaves where mold and bacteria often reside. After wiping, the orchid will be clean, airy, limit pathogens and absorb nutrients more easily. In addition to wiping, we can also apply this solution by other methods to increase the effectiveness of care. Method 2. We will prepare a spray bottle and put all the filtered nutrient water into it. When spraying on the orchid, pay attention to spraying evenly on both sides of the leaves, the upper side to clean dirt, the lower side to remove hidden mold and help the stomata open, increasing the plant's ability to breathe. At the same time, you can spray directly on the roots and base so that the nutrients penetrate deeply, nourishing the entire orchid. Method 3. In addition to the spraying method, we can also replace it by watering directly on the base. Use a cup, pour the nutrient solution and water gently around the base and roots, helping the plant quickly absorb it for healthy growth and more sustainable development. After treatment, let the plant soak in the nutrient solution for about 20 minutes, then remove it. During this care period, you should periodically use the nutrient solution about once every 2 weeks. On normal days, just maintain misting to keep the plant moist and healthy. Before returning the plant to the garden, wipe off any remaining solution on the leaves to prevent mold growth. The most effective time to care for the plant with nutrients is early in the morning. If done in the afternoon, it should be done before the sun sets completely, so that the plant has time to dry, photosynthesize well, and avoid prolonged humidity, favorable conditions for fungal diseases. Finally, after treatment, place the plant in a cool, airy place with good air circulation and enough diffused light. This is the ideal environment for the orchid to recover quickly, increase photosynthesis and grow strongly. After 20 minutes of soaking, we will take the cuttings out. During this process, the orchid cuttings and dormant buds have fully absorbed the nutrients from the garlic and turmeric solution. Thanks to that, the dormant buds begin to swell clearly. This is a very positive sign showing that the active ingredients in the solution have stimulated the germination process to take place quickly. After taking the cuttings out, we place them separately on a clean tray to continue processing in the next step. In the next step, we will use a plastic bottle as a planting tool. First, use a knife to cut the bottle in half, keeping the bottom part as a growing medium. Then, fold the edges neatly and firmly. Next, prepare a piece of floral foam, cut it to the right size, and place it inside the bottle. This foam will retain moisture well, creating a favorable environment for orchid cuttings to take root and grow. In the next step, we will use a bottle of filtered water. Using filtered water is very important because filtered water has removed impurities, bacteria and mold, creating a cleaner environment for orchid cuttings to grow. Pour a sufficient amount of water into the bottom of the bottle so that the water soaks evenly into the foam inside. Then, insert the orchid cuttings into the water-soaked foam so that the roots can absorb moisture and nutrients. Next, use tape to wrap the bottle tightly to keep it stable and prevent bacteria and mold from entering. In the bottle cap, we need to punch a few small holes to create ventilation, both ensuring oxygen for the roots and limiting insect shelter. Finally, place the bottle of orchid cuttings in a ventilated, shady place with gentle light. This condition will help the plant gradually stabilize, easily sprout, and grow healthily. After 28 days of care, the results are really encouraging. Our orchid has clearly developed, dormant buds have begun to sprout, new shoots have emerged, and new healthy white roots are also growing strongly. This is a sign that the propagation method and care regimen have brought very good results. Next, we gently open the bottle to check the condition of the plant. When observing, we can see that the new buds have clearly emerged and the young roots are stretching. After checking, we continue to put the orchid cuttings back into the foam, maintaining stable humidity so that the roots and young shoots continue to grow. The plant needs to be placed in a cool, airy place with scattered light, helping the photosynthesis process to take place smoothly. During this process, if you see that the water in the bottle is low, add more. And if the water is dirty, you need to change it immediately to avoid mold invasion. With such careful and regular care, the orchid will quickly stabilize, continue to grow healthily, and soon produce vibrant new shoots. After the next month, the results were very positive. The orchid cuttings had clearly developed with new, thick green leaves and long white roots, proving that the plant was growing strongly. When checking, we saw that the roots were firmly attached, the top of the plant was large and strong, the leaves were sturdy, all of which showed that the plant was completely ready to move to the stable planting stage in the pot. The next step was to plant the plant in a new pot. Here I use plastic cups with many holes for ventilation and drainage, helping the roots to have better access to the natural environment. The growing medium used is pine bark that has been treated and thoroughly disinfected, ensuring ventilation and disease-free. We place the plant neatly in the middle of the pot, then add more growing medium to fix it, while creating a natural environment for the roots to adhere firmly and develop for a long time. On the surface of the pot, we cover it with a layer of moss to retain moisture. This layer of moss not only helps maintain stable humidity, but also creates conditions for the roots to quickly take root in the growing medium and grow stronger. Finally, we water regularly every day. The water will penetrate the growing medium, keeping the orchid with enough necessary moisture while still being airy, helping the plant grow healthily and soon produce new shoots. At this stage of the new plant, there is no need to add fertilizer immediately, but just maintain a regular watering regime. On normal days, we use clean water or filtered water to water and combine misting to keep the leaves moist. On average, water once every 2 days, enough water to keep the substrate moist but still airy, avoiding water. During this stage, the orchid should be placed in a cool place with light, diffused light, helping the leaves to photosynthesize well. Absolutely do not let the sunlight shine directly, because it will easily burn the young leaves. Thus, the basic planting and care process is completed. Later, periodically add fertilizer every 2 weeks, and maintain watering with clean water and misting every day, and place the plant in a shady, airy area for the orchid to grow healthily and sustainably. Next, this is our original orchid. After about 2 months of care, the plant has grown extremely strongly. The roots are spreading out, strong and clinging tightly to the substrate, even reaching the edge of the pot. The leaves are green again, thick and sturdy. In particular, from the tip that no longer grows, the plant has produced a new, very strong shoot, promising to grow into a lush orchid bush. Looking closely, we can see the orchid's root system is deep and healthy. The leaves are shiny. The seedlings grow in parallel with the mother plant. All are signs of a wonderful recovery and growth process. When cared for regularly, enthusiastically, and with the right technique, the orchid will continuously root, grow to the top, give birth, and gradually form a large, lush green bush in the garden. Thus, from a root orchid, after only 2 months, we have a healthy young plant, a vigorous root system, and green leaves, clear proof that when cared for with dedication, the orchid will grow sustainably, healthily, and full of vitality. I hope this video will help you to have more ways to propagate your flower garden. If you find it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming simple and natural orchid care tips. If you encounter any difficulties in the process of caring for and growing orchids, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I'm always ready to support you so you can grow healthy orchids that bloom beautifully.